Here's the thing, our planet looks normal on the surface, but once you dig a little deeper, it gets weird fast. So let's take a quick trip through 10 places that don't behave the way Earth is supposed to. Let's start with something wild. There's a lake in Cameroon called Lake Nyos, and it can literally explode. Deep underground, pressure builds for years until one day the lake flips over and releases a massive cloud of carbon dioxide. Villages nearby have woken up to this invisible gas sweeping through the valley. Scientists call it a limnic eruption. The crazy part is how calm the lake looks from above while all that danger sits quietly underneath. Now jump to the Sahara Desert, the hottest desert on Earth, but it has snowed there multiple times. Cold air from the Atlantic sometimes slips in unexpectedly, covering the dunes in a thin layer of ice. It melts fast, but for a moment the entire landscape turns into a white and gold painting. It's the kind of thing you need to see twice to believe. Deep inside the Amazon, there's a river in Peru that boils. Not warm, actually boiling. The water can reach 90 degrees Celsius, hot enough to burn anything that falls in. Locals see it as sacred, while scientists explain it as heat escaping from deep under the Earth's crust. Either way, the steam rising from the jungle feels unreal. Then there's a town in Norway that doesn't see sunlight for months during winter. The mountains block the sun completely. So the people came up with a clever solution. They placed giant mirrors high on the cliffs to reflect sunlight down into the town square. Kids play under a man-made patch of daylight while the rest of the valley sits in shadow. Now imagine a waterfall, under the ocean. Near Greenland, cold water sinks while warm water rises, creating a massive underwater drop. It's more than 3 times taller than any waterfall on land. You can't see it with your eyes, but it constantly shapes the movement of the ocean. In Kazakhstan, there's a desert that sings. When the wind moves across the dunes, the sand produces a deep humming sound. Some say it feels like a giant instrument playing in the distance. The effect only happens when the sand is perfectly smooth and dry, which makes this place even more rare. Here's another strange one. There are hills around the world where cars look like they're rolling uphill. But it's not magic, it's a trick. The horizon is tilted, and your brain reads the slope completely wrong. Water poured on the ground seems to climb upward too. It's just an illusion, but it messes with everyone who sees it. In Canada, an entire river disappeared in only 4 days. The Slims River was flowing normally until a glacier shifted and redirected the water into another valley. What used to be a strong river became a dry path almost overnight. It shows how fast nature can rewrite the map. New Zealand has caves that glow like a galaxy. Thousands of tiny glowworms hang from the ceiling lighting up the dark blue water below. When you float through the cave, it feels like drifting through space, even though every glowing dot is just a tiny insect trying to survive. And finally, Australia has a lake that's bright pink. Lake Hillier looks like it's filled with strawberry milk. The strange thing is that the water stays pink even after you take it out of the lake. Scientists still don't have the final answer, but the contrast of blue ocean beside a neon pink lake is something you'll never forget. The world is full of weird places like these. The more you explore, the stranger it gets. If you liked the video, please subscribe our channel.